I know there's been a lot of bad things happening in 2020 so far, but sometimes we got to look at the good things, like the fact Tom King is no longer on Batman. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Ozchris, your perpetual 8-year-old looking Asian according to Corrupt. Thanks. I can hear the ara-aras sounding off in the distance. I'm both scared and aroused. The two types of things you don't want to be at the same time. But I'm here with a review of Batman number 86, the start of a new run, written by James Tynion IV, the art by Tony S. Daniels, who also does the covers, and Tomo Mori, who does the colors and also does the cover as well. So, Gotham City is being rebuilt after the whole events of City of Bane. Not only is Gotham being rebuilt, so is Batman in a way. So, Batman learns that Deathstroke has hired 4 other assassins for a job. So, utilizing a new Bat vehicle that he's had Lucius create for him, the Nightcrawler. He goes to stop these assassins and capture them. And the other side of the story is Catwoman is also doing another job for Bruce as well. Someone is looking to steal the data plans Bruce has to change Gotham to make it better, to rebuild it. And there's an underlying part of this comic where Bruce brings up that he would always sketch his ideas for how to make Gotham better, a Gotham without Batman. So it ties into this, and someone wants their own plans for Gotham. They don't want Bruce's plans, they want their own probably sinister plans for Gotham. So that is essentially what happens in this issue. Batman faces off against Deathstroke and the assassins that he's hired, and Catwoman goes and to prevent someone from stealing Bruce's plans for the city. And it's still continuing off from the events of City of Bane, Bruce dealing with, the main part being the death of Alfred. So throughout the issue, a couple of times in the issue, Selena brings up he's at the hospital. She can tell that Bruce is at the hospital site. He's still thinking about Alfred. When he's defeated Deathstroke, he just by instinct, just because he's just so used to it, he says, "Alfred, send a priority signal to the GCPD." But he's not talking to Alfred. He's talking to Lucius instead, and Lucius has to remind him, Alfred isn't here, and Bruce is just like, it's been a long night. So he's still dealing with the having lost one of pretty much his father, losing another father again. So story-wise, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. This is definitely a good start to a new run with Batman. While I think a lot of us would rather forget Tom King's run and just retcon it out of existence, key thing that I always give crap to both DC and Marvel, continuity. Something they always seem to forget, is something they never seem to work on properly. So I will give Tynion this, that he's still working off the continuity that King has put in for his Batman run, and it looks like Tynion is going to be dealing with bits of it and then also trying to rebuild what was broken. So he's kind of fixing the mess that was caused throughout King's run, particularly with the end with City of Bane, both character-wise and to the literal location of Gotham City. So definitely a good start to this new run for Batman. Art and coloring, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Daniel and Mori's art and coloring this is absolutely amazing. I don't think there was a single panel, a single page or any panels on it where the art was not great. All of it looks so good, and especially this one page here, this page here of just Batman beaten and bruised, parts of his outfit torn off, and he's just laying there in front of a defeated Deathstroke. It just looks so goddamn amazing. My absolute favorite page of this issue. And the cover itself, I'm going to give the art I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. while it's definitely the same, obviously the same art and coloring on the interior, and it's great art and coloring. Batman leaping through the air, gliding using his grappling hook, whatever. It's a bit average. Something we've seen Batman do numerous times, probably on other covers as well. Say what you will about King's Run, at least for some of the covers for his issues, they actually looked really good. And it wasn't just the same old Batman, like, I'm on top of a building or I'm grappling through the air. So that's only very minor nitpick with this cover. But overall, this was overall for Batman 86, the start of James Tynion IV's run on Batman has gone off to a great start. This is what Batman's needed. We don't need sad, depressed Batman. We don't need deconstructed Batman. Everyone is sick of deconstructions. No, we don't want Watchmen for everything. Not every character has to go through a deconstruction, and we just need Batman being Batman. He's not supposed to be this very sad, brooding, extremely sad, depressed figure. Yes, he broods a lot, but he's not like, oh no, I didn't get married to the woman I love. I'm just so incredibly upset right now. Oh no, Alfred is now dead. I'm so incredibly sad. Comparing the two writers, King and Tynion, Tynion does a better job of dealing with the aftermath, dealing with grief, losing a loved one. So, and he does it in a Batman way. Batman just stays silent. He just broods. He doesn't fully open up about his emotions. And Batman's not really a person that opens up about anything he feels about. It's why he's oddly characterized in stuff like Heroes in Crisis, where he's giving a therapy session for himself, and he's very open about his emotions. He's not that very open with his emotions. I mean, look at Tomasi's run, his first arc for Detective Comics. Leslie Thompson dies. What does Batman do? He gets angry. He doesn't get sad, he gets angry. And then goes to Arkham Asylum and vents his rage by beating up several of the inmates. That's something Batman would do. He wouldn't go sit in front of a camera and cry about it. So, from the get-go, mainly because Tynion has had experience writing Batman before. He's written Detective Comics, Batman Eternal, probably a few other Batman titles as well. So he understands the character and he knows how to write him as that character. So yes, overall, this was probably my favorite comic of this week. I think after issue number 50, I'm just sick of what happened with Batman. I don't want to see this just extremely sad Batman. And from what I've heard from 51 to 85, it really was just that, and it just seeing it is just like, Batman's not supposed to be this bad. Batman's supposed to be one of their top characters, one of their top titles, and this is what they reduced him to. So it's definitely good to see it looks like he's coming back to the status quo, maybe even better. So if you're worried if Batman is still not Batman anymore, if it's this start of a new run is good or bad, I hope I've alleviated your fears. This is definitely a great start to a new run with Batman. Actual Batman for once. Hooray! So that is it for this review. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and Instagram handles are in the outro, and I will see you all in the next one.